I know we are streaming live on Facebook. So, greetings, Facebook family, everybody that is checking in. Greetings, 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 and welcome to the Runway Ready book launch by the one and only Zelda Polk. I am Adina Kajoy, and I will be your host for this evening. I am so excited to be here. It is beyond a pleasure. It is an honor to be able to support my sis, my business partner, my friend, my everything. Please, 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 let's just give her a round of applause. We're gonna start off. We're giving her gratitude and just a round of applause for all the amazing work that she is doing. We're going to go over some house rules before we get started. So, if everybody can please put your phone on mute or your Zoom call on mute, please mute it. If you have any questions, do not be afraid to put it in the comment section. We will wait until the end to go over any questions that you may have, or even if you have like a word of inspiration that you want to give to Mrs. Zelda Poe, we will do all of that at the end. So we have a beautiful jam-packed evening for you guys. And what better way to do it during Women's Month, right? It's March. We're celebrating women, right? And what better way, day 2 of March. Here we are. Here we are celebrating Miss Zelda Polk and all her amazingness that she has going on. So, are y'all ready? Are you guys ready? Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? All right, all right, all right. We are ready. So we are going to jump into it. Like I said, once again, thank you to everybody who is tuning in. Thank you to our Facebook viewers. And I'm just going to jump into it. I am just going to introduce another amazing, amazing sister of mine and friend who is absolutely amazing. But she is going to kick it off for us, Miss Gina Lachey.
I was like, do I unmute myself or do I let you do it? So hello,
Greetings.
everybody. It's your girl, Gina Lachey. And happy Monday. First of all, happy National Women's Appreciation, History, all that good stuff. Thank you for having me, ladies. I have a distinct honor and the pleasure of doing a book review. Yes, for Runway Ready. I have it right here with me. Yes, I'm so excited. But before I jump in, I do want to thank my good sister friend Zelda for trusting me and believing that I was going to actually read the book. Thank you so much for having me. So first things first, I'm going to highlight, before I get into my book review, I'm going to highlight my personal favorite section of the book by reading a quick snippet from my personal favorite section, and then I'll jump into my book review. Okay, ladies? All right. And gentlemen? Okay. So I'm going to highlight the section on mental health and wellness, or health and wellness. So that is my favorite. And I'm very thankful that it was mentioned in such details, because a lot of times that part of this industry is overlooked. So shout out to my sis for bringing that to the forefront and being very open and vulnerable about that. And it reads, mental health, protecting your peace in a demanding industry. While modeling may outwardly appear glamorous and enjoyable, it is important to recognize the personal challenges that many individuals in the profession face. Despite being surrounded by beauty and public admiration, models can experience insecurities, diminished self-esteem, and a lack of confidence. Such issues may stem from both internal factors and the highly competitive nature of the industry. The attributes that make a model sought after today can quickly become outdated as brands continually seek new faces. Rejection is a routine aspect of the career, as models are unlikely to be selected for every opportunity they pursue. These realities can affect mental well-being. Those who maintain longevity in their modeling careers often do so by prioritizing their mental health. So that jumped out at me, honestly, and I was like, "Oh, I want to dig deeper." So, but y'all gotta get the book to read the rest. But it was really good. Yeah. All right. So my book review. Are you ready? You ready, Z? Okay. Now I'm reading my book review because it's a lot. I'm gonna try to go fast. Okay. Um, Book review: Ready, the Runway Ready Model. The Runway. I don't know why I'm having tongue twisters with that. The Runway Ready Freelance Model Guide is a powerful and practical guide for aspiring and emerging models who want more than just the fantasy of fashion. They want the foundation. It also serves as a refresher guide for professional models. As we are always growing and learning, and as we as me, because I'm a professional model, but I got a lot out of this book. This book goes beyond surface level advice, and it delivers a clear, confidence building roadmap for what it truly takes to show up professionally, prepared, and purpose driven in the model industry. I have more. What makes this book stand out is its balance of mindset, discipline, and industry insight, in my opinion. It doesn't glamorize the work without acknowledging the responsibility. Instead, it teaches readers how to cultivate poise, presence, and professionalism both on and off the runway. From posture and presentation to self awareness and branding, every chapter reinforces the idea of being runway ready. Is as much as about inner alignment as outer appearance. The tone of this book is empowering without being unrealistic. Readers are encouraged to honor their individuality while also understanding the standards and expectations of the fashion world. Although some names in the scenarios were coined as fictional, I know from personal experience that this guy is rooted in real life experience, making it especially valuable for models who are tired of guessing their way forward or learning the hard way. Because trust me, I've had to learn the hard way. Whether you're stepping onto the runway for the first time or refining your presence as a working model, the Runway Ready Freelance Model Guide serves as a confidence manual, a professionalism guide, and a reminder that preparation is a true key to opportunity. In my opinion, this is highly recommended, baby girls. 10 out of 10 for models who are serious about their craft, their image, and their longevity in the industry. And now, my last 2 cents: you need to cut out, copy and paste, or just simply copy the one pager on page 73. And I'm out.
Yes, 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 yes. Y'all give it up for the one and only Gina Lachey, baby. Gina Lachey.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
thank you, thank you, thank you for being a part. Thank you for that review. The fact that you picked that part out, like without a healthy mindset, without a healthy mental state, we can't get nothing accomplished. Right. So I
Nothing.
think that that was absolutely right on time, right in alignment, right? For you
Mhm.
to choose that out of all the pages in the book. That's the one
All
that
the
you chose,
pages. Yeah.
right?
It's a lot.
Because
It's
it's
a
a
lot
lot.
of, but that just stood out to me because it's very important and we overlook it. So
Yes.
awesome
Yes.
job. Awesome job, Z.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Gina. Listen, y'all, if y'all thought that was amazing, we have an amazing lineup. I'm gonna just let y'all know who's coming up so y'all can be sure to stay tuned. We have Melissa all the way from London. We have Yes Nilka, one of our favorite photographers and designers and creatives. And then we have the beautiful Vonda Parker. So we are so excited for each and every one of them to come up and to share about Zelda and the Runway Ready. I have a twist. My words is getting tied up too, Gina. The Runway Ready. They're gonna come up to share about working with Zelda and the Runway Ready Freelance Model Guide. And listen, y'all know this is book number 2. This is book number 2, okay? So if you have not checked out book number 1, be so to do so, because you can find it on Amazon under the Freelance Model Guide workbook, okay? So it is time, y'all. It's time to bring her up. It's time for the one and only, the business model, the runway ready coach. She is a mom. She is an entertainer. She is an assistant of all assistants. Okay, ain't nothing sis can't do. But please, let's give it up for the one and only Zelda Polk.
Hi, good evening, everybody.
Greetings, sis. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you feeling?
I am super excited. I've been waiting for this night. Of course, I had to postpone it earlier this year, but I'm so glad that it actually ended up landing in Women's History Month. So I'm making history in my own personal life. So I'm excited.
Yes, 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 yes. Listen, sis is making history, and she's not just making history today. Sis makes history all the time, right? And there are so many of you that have been a part of it. So, Zelda, please tell us about yourself.
Okay, so I was born and raised in Fort Pierce, Florida, to the very late great Sarah Pack and Ernest Ray Staley, but I was raised by my stepfather, Eddie Pack. I am a sibling. I have two sets of siblings, and I'll fast forward a little bit. I actually moved to the Central Florida area in 1998. I went to college at UCF. Go Knights! And then after that, I got my master's degree in psychology, which is why I put that mental health piece in the book because mental health is very, very important to me. But I got my master's degree from Rollins College. Go Rollins. And then after that, I got married, started a family. My husband, he is a full-time musician. So I have spent the majority of my adult life in the entertainment field. We've done so many concerts. I've written stage plays. I produced 2 plays here in Central Florida many, many years ago. I may bring it back. We'll see. And outside of that, I've done a lot of performing. And you may be wondering, okay, so where did the modeling come in? Modeling was something that I've always wanted to do, but growing up, I got picked on. So I did not think that I was pretty enough to become a model. So it was something that was just, okay, forget this, out of sight, out of mind, move on with my life. But then the pandemic hit, and as you know, the world was shut down. And it was horrible for everybody, but specifically for us because that was my husband's bread and butter. So since we were not able to like do shows and things of that nature, we were just sitting around pretty much doing nothing, including myself, because wherever he went to go perform, I was there too. So I was sitting on my couch one day, I saw this advertisement for a runway show. And I know a lot of people really don't know how old I am, but I'm gonna give my age tonight. They say, a lot of things change after 40. And so that literally did happen for me. So after 40, I was like, you know what? This is something I've always wanted to do. So when I saw that advertisement, I said, okay, I'm gonna go for it. So I went for it. I got selected to be a model for this show that was happening at Dream City. That show was being headed up by Wendell John Pierre and his team. And that's where I met you. I met Adina there. I met Gina there. So many people that I'm connected with right now, I met through that experience. Now, for me, that was supposed to be one and done. I can check this off my bucket list, move on with my life. But things just kept happening, opportunities kept coming, to include Miss Vonda seeing something in me that I didn't see in myself. And so ever since that show, I've been growing in the modeling industry here locally, especially, and I've expanded to become a model coordinator for Bella Fair Event Productions. I'm also a model coach for the VMAX for One community. I'm a model coach for Own Your Runway, which is a platform that I share with Adina. And so, yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Yes, baby. Yes, baby. And you just going around town, sprinkling all your magic, impacting women, inspiring women. It is absolutely beautiful to see and to be a part. So, you got to tell us what inspired you to write this book.
So I was inspired because my first year as a model, I was blessed to have so much support from you, Wendell, Oleka, people like Vonda, different photographers. I had so much support. So because of the support that I had, I know that's why I was able to excel and grow as quickly as I was able to. And so I wanted to be able to do that same thing for other aspiring models. I wanted to be able to give them the same information and the same support that I was able to get. Plus, I was getting a lot of questions. Like people were asking me, okay, so how did you do this? And how were you able to move so fast? You know, different questions. So I kept getting the same questions over and over. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put this in a book. And that's how the first book came about. Now, with the second book, that came about because, again, as a model coach, I come across so many models that are naive when it comes to the runway industry itself. And I've also seen so many models get in positions where they're paying all these model fees and they're getting into all these shows, working for free, doing stuff for exposure, and it's not really propelling them in their career. And so I also know that there's a lot of gatekeeping going on, and this is being streamed on Facebook Live. So I know a lot of people gonna see this and they may not agree with what I'm saying, but it's just reality. And
Yes.
so I just did not want models, you know, struggling. And if I could have anything to do with helping them be successful, I want to do that. So that's why I wrote the second book as well, so that they can have the same information and support that I received during my first year.
Yes, yes, yes. And I know I'm grateful to have you as a partner and to have you alongside me. So I know that the models are grateful to have you as a coach and to have you as somebody that they can trust and then they can go to, right? And so if you are checking in from Facebook, what I will say is not only do you need to get the book, but Zelda has also created a free group for aspiring models or models that's already been in the industry for you to join that group and to get endless amount of information.
Yes.
Endless amount of information. And not only do you receive information through that group, but she also does her due diligence and her work to send out gigs and to send out castings. Like
Mhm.
what group does that? Right? What group does that? A lot of times you got to go and be a part of agencies in order to do that, right? But it speaks to her heart. It speaks to the purpose in what she's doing. It speaks to the genuineness in what she's doing as well. So, Miss Zelda, please let us know what is something that you hope that the readers will learn or take away.
I want them to walk away from reading the book feeling empowered and feeling like, okay, now I have the information I need to be able to move forward in confidence, to be able to move forward knowing that I can avoid some mistakes or I can avoid doing some things that are really not going to get me anywhere. So that's really the whole point of the book, is just to make sure that aspiring models are equipped with information that they may not necessarily get, or they'll learn it along the way, you know, fall down, bump their head like 5, 10, 15 times before they really learn. So I want them to walk away with information and empowerment.
Awesome, 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 awesome. And it's a resource tool, right? It's something that you'll always be able to go back to. Like you said, we bump our heads, we forget certain things, we have different experiences, we have different life transitions. So it's so amazing to be able to go to something physical, something tangible, to be able to tap in. When you guys are at your call times and you're waiting for all those hours, y'all could be going through the book. Y'all could be reading the book. I know there's questions in there. I'm sure there's areas where you can make notes, and all type of things are in the book, right? So you could walk around with that. That's your model manual right there. It's your model manual, right? And then she was so kind of us to create so many different ways to work with her, right? You can get her books. You can tap into her freelance model group, her free group on Facebook, or you can hire her to be your coach, right? So many different ways for her to help aspire and inspire and push models forward. Zelda, we are so grateful. And she deserves a round of applause for that. Y'all got to give it up for her.
Thank you,
please.
everybody. And thank y'all for joining this event. Thank you to those that are watching live on Facebook. I am not looking at my phone, so if you guys are commenting on Facebook, I promise you I will respond to the comments after this live broadcast.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Zelda. Now we are going to move forward. I would like to bring up all the way from London, darling. She is an event director. Everybody give it up to Miss Melissa.
Thank you so much. Hi, guys.
Greetings, greetings, greetings. Please, Melissa, I know I spilt the beans a little bit, but please go ahead and tell us again where you are located and what you do.
Absolutely. Hello, guys. Thank you so much for having me, ladies, and for all of you watching. My name is Melissa Luke. I am from London. I'm from South London. I'm an event coordinator, a content creator, and a model myself. And I'm the CEO of my brand. It's called ML Events, specializing working with upcoming creatives in industries such as fashion, art, and music and entertainment. And I also am the event organizer of Passion on the Runway, which is a fashion show also in New York. And I've also worked in different places, such as places in Europe, Spain, Italy, Milan, Germany, Paris. And I've had the pleasure to work in some places in the States like New York as well. And yes, and I'm glad to be with you ladies today.
Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Listen, I absolutely love being able to connect with other phenomenal women. Like, come on, come on.
Yeah, period.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So, what are influencers bringing to the runway space?
Right. So that's a good question. Well, first of all, let's take a step for those who are not aware of the term influencer. You'll be surprised that you speak to people who are not in our industry and they'll be like, what is this? What is this thing you guys called influencer? And I find it funny. So first of all, an influencer is really a person who has built a dedicated audience, usually on social media, and really has the ability to influence, and as in influencing their followers with whether it's trends, whether it was with their opinions, their values, and whether it's in terms of their purchasing decisions. It's really somebody, an influencer, someone that people trust to follow and look for recommendations, and you're inspired by that person and their expertise. So really the influencer, what's bringing to the runway is really just visibility, bringing to the runway exposure. As a good influencer, that's what you want to bring to the runway. You want to expose these people, whether it's the brands, whether it's the people you're working with, whether it's by creating content, creating an ambience. You're a part of something. You want people to engage. You want people to follow. You want to bring other people into that space. You want to tell people why they should be there. I always believe every time you go to something that you believe in, that you're passionate about, that is the platform. That's your selling point. Your people who are engaging with you, you don't want to miss out. You want to be a part of this. This is your marketing tool. That's really the foundation of being an influencer.
Yes, I love that. I'm gonna say it
Mhm.
again. It's your marketing tool, y'all. You are
Absolutely.
the marketing tool.
Right,
When we
right.
are on the runway, the purpose of us being on the runway is to sell, is to expose,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely. You are your own brand. And I think
Yes.
sometimes we tend to forget that in terms of how you carry yourself and the information you share. And, people see things that you wouldn't even believe. I'm sure we've all had experiences. You have conversations with people. Oh, I loved something that you did. And you didn't even know that person's watching. So you are carrying and representing your brand and, carry it boldly, be proud and show people. I always say, so some important facts that you ladies have mentioned, confidence. That is an important factor of being in this business. An influencer, you should be confident in your product and what you believe in. Otherwise, why should anyone else believe in what you're doing?
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for that so much. And thank you for breaking down what an influencer is, right? Because some
Absolutely.
people don't know. And so, what would you say are some steps for influencers who may want to become a runway model?
Some steps would be definitely look at, do your research first, find your niche because the modeling industry is so versatile, and that's in a good way because we look at the modeling industry and how versatile it's become and the inclusiveness. That's the thing that I love the most. You don't have to fit a certain standard or just be a certain way. You could be any size, you could be any shape, you can look any way, you could be any height. We've seen the modeling industry how it was restricted before and how open it's become now, which is beautiful because women or different genders are embraced so, welcomed so well. So I would definitely say, find what works for you. It's good to research and to see what's working for others, but find your niche. What is it? Where do you fit in this industry? Where is it? What is it that will complement you? That what can you bring to the table? And that's what comes with the research. And once you've done that, it's okay to, have a look at your competitors, but the main goal is for you to find what is my style? What do I like? Ask yourself these types of questions. I will always say, do these things, plan before putting yourself out there. Talk to people. This is why you have all these amazing networking events. Try to talk to people who are out there. Ask for advice. I always say ask for advice because a lot of times we see things and we think, but things are not always how it looks. And one of the things that I definitely wish I did more is ask people for advice before thinking, well, I can do this. And as you guys mentioned, you make mistakes, you do things that are not for you. So ask for advice, do your research, find out what is it that works for you, and just write down some goals. What are you trying to get out of this? Because a lot of times as models, we think, this is what we want, but reality is, what is the goal? What are you trying to gain from this? Because you don't want to waste your time, but you're trying to bring into something to the business. So once you have all these things in hierarchy figured out, then do it. But also ask opinions. For you might, if you do not have friends who are in the industry, see, do not hesitate to reach out to other people who are in the business and really build your brand and make it personalized, because the whole point of influencers, like I said, is trust and also people connection. If you're in a digital area, we're looking for connection. People want authenticity because everything is everywhere. What makes you inclusive? What makes you exclusive to everybody else? Never be afraid to be yourself in this business. That's the one thing I would say as well.
Woo-hoo! Y'all gotta snap it up, baby, because woo, we eating. That was straight Thanksgiving supper right there, baby. Yes, thank you so much for all of that. It's great getting to hear from somebody international, right? Especially so models can see how much we are all in alignment. Those of us that are deciding to share information, teach,
Mhm.
create platforms, we're all in alignment. So it's so beautiful to be able to experience. Please, before you go, tell the people how they can connect with you.
Oh, thank you so much. Please connect with me. So on my business page at mlevents.uk and my personal page, Miss London __. Do not be shy, connect and definitely show the love and I'll give it right back. Thank you. I appreciate this.
Oh, so great to have you, Miss London. I like that. I like Melissa too, but Miss London is like, oh,
Right, representing.
I love it. Thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you.
Thank you for your feedback. That was very, very, very helpful and beneficial. So thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
I want to give a friendly reminder for everybody to please mute your phone. If your phone is not muted, please mute your phone. If you have any questions, comments, I'm seeing the chat going off. Don't be afraid to drop it into the chat. All right. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for some more? Yeah, type in the chat. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Right? If you're streaming on Facebook, if you're seeing us on Facebook, comment in the chat. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Because we got to bring some masculinity up in here, right? It's time to switch gears a little bit. And I would love to introduce to you the one and only, the creative of all creatives, Mr. Yes Nilko. Give it up for Yes Nilko.
Now, I'm not Yasnoko, ladies and gentlemen, but I am speaking on behalf of him. Unfortunately, at the last minute, he was not able to be with us.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah, but I did like his questions. So what we'll do is we'll go to our next panel guest, and if we still have time, we'll split up his questions among the rest of our panelists.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. All right, I'm so excited for the next person. I am so excited for the next person. Listen, I've adopted her to be my auntie. Okay. I'm gonna just let y'all know that from now. This is a lot of our aunties. This is such an amazing, amazing woman. And I'm gonna just say it, woman of God. So much of us love her so much. So before I just go deeper into who she is and what she does, I'm gonna just go ahead and bring her up, Miss Vonda Parker.
Hello, 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 hello. I was looking for that person you was talking about.
You know it's you. You know you so amazing. You know it. You know
I
we
was
love you
looking,
so much.
Adina, you know I love you too. I love Zelda. I love everyone. You girls are my babies. You know that.
Yes,
You already know
yes,
that. This is so
yes.
amazing. I'm so I am out of character doing this. I just want you all to know this. This is not me. My husband is the talker and the camera person, but I could not say no to Zelda. She is, like you said, she is a daughter, a niece, all the above to our entire family. And we just love her so much. And we met Zelda by accident. And I'm going to say by accident, but no, not by accident. It was a part of her journey, and God used a family member as a vessel to get Zelda to be a part of our family. So she didn't even know that she was in the fashion world at that time when she came into our home. And I looked at her and I said, why you're not modeling? And she never made any comment about that. She just smiled. That's all she did was just smile.
That's
And
her.
yeah, and then after she left our home, for whatever reason, maybe a few days later, I was going through Facebook and I saw her in a fashion show. And I said to my husband, oh my God, she didn't tell us that she sat right in our home and didn't tell us that this was, I mean, she was just, I just couldn't believe it. In the first show, and I'm glad she brought this up in her introduction, the first show that Max and I actually saw her on the runway was at Window Show. We were there, and I just, when she came on the runway, I just couldn't believe the spirit that she brought with her on the runway. And she has grown into not just being, she's our model coordinator. For those of you that don't know, Zelda is our model coordinator. And she, not just that, she wear a lot of hats for Bella Fair Event Productions. And so, yes, I love that hat, Zelda. I love that hat. I know exactly where that hat came from. And I really do love that hat. So, Adina, you know, we love you. I'm so proud of what the two of you have accomplished together. Max and I both are, and I'm so proud of Zelda for this book. That she's just really growing leaps and bounds, and we're just so proud of her. Pray for her every day. Pray for all of you girls every day.
Yes, 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 yes. And we thank you. Like, we thank you for being present in the right time, in the right place.
Thank you.
Because really, it literally was like the floodgates for a lot of us, honestly. So please tell us about your shows. What do you do? What is Bella?
You just have to understand the assignment with our show. We're not just fashion shows. We don't just put on fashion shows. We do fashion showcases. And when Max and I started this off in 2010 with our very first one, we knew even before then that we wanted our shows to be more than just a fashion show. We wanted them to be showcases, and we wanted them to be a shining beacon of hope for not just models, but for everyone knows we have a youth creative arts program, BMAX for One community. It's not just about being a producer or being a production company. It's about the educational and creative experience for all of our shows. And that's the passion that we put behind our showcases because of the youth program that we have. You young ladies and young men too have been such an inspiration to these young people on the runway, behind the curtain. See, people don't understand what happens at these shows with our youth. It's not just them on the runway, it's behind the curtains, is what they see, is the mentor that you all bring to them, the mentorship that you bring to them. And this program is amazing. Our showcases aren't just showcases, they represent so much more, so much more.
Yes, they are life-changing experiences, y'all. I'ma say it. And I'ma say it as a model who's walked on their runway. I'ma say it as a model coach to their youth. I'ma say it as just like Zelda having to plug and play and wear whatever hats, whatever I gotta do to help Bella Fair. When I tell you guys, for me, being in the industry over 15 years, it is the best experience, hands down, the best experience. And for me, I will take it over getting booked by Gucci or getting booked by whosoever, whatsoever, and all of that craziness. Because although that may be some of your goals, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. But for me, it's more than that, just like you said. And so for a lot of us, your productions, your experiences, it's so in alignment with us beyond the modeling. And that's what I'm always so grateful for with being a part of your shows. Can you please tell us, like, what exactly do you look for when you are casting models for your productions?
Okay, so that's a good question because, you know, as a producer and a production company, we look for the same things as all other companies or producers look for, but we put question marks behind ours. We put question marks behind personality and walk and confidence and did they follow procedure. And what I mean when I say question marks is this. You could walk the runway for years, but it's something about being in the presence of a young lady or a young man that's nervous and they don't understand what the next step is going to be, and they don't understand if it's their first time coming to a casting call. They don't understand what it's going to take to get on that runway and walk in front of judges. Adina, you've been one of our judges, and I know Like, I would not want to be on the runway with you sitting behind that table with that pencil and that paper. I just wouldn't want to, I'm just like, oh. So listen, we're watching them from the time they walk through the door. We're looking at their personalities. We're watching them as others are walking the runway, how they're reacting to the ones that's walking the runway. So there's so much more. Listen, I'm gonna say something about Own Your Runway. That's something that I know is an amazing program in business that you and Zelda have. I think that there has been times that we have had our casting calls, and I've called Zelda and she said, okay, you said that we only needed 10 or we only needed 12. And I'm saying, oh, we got to add this one in and we have to add that one in. And she was like, okay, you're the boss. Because, we know, Max and I, we know that we can see in someone that they need that extra step. They need that extra push. They may not have walked that runway as good as the next person, but we want them on our runways. We want that person or those young people or young ladies or young men, but we take it a step further. That's why there's a question mark, because what I say to Zelda is this: I want them on the runway, but they must attend an own runway class. They have to take a little bit more. I need them to a little bit more training, and then I want them on in one of our showcases. I want them on there. And she said, "Okay, you got it," because it's more. It's more than it's bigger than what you see. We can see more in a person just by them shaking our hand, and the drive that they want to be a runway model. So I thank you girls, Max and I thank you ladies for taking these young people and some of these models and giving them that extra training that they need to be a part of the shining beacon of hope on our runways.
Oh, absolutely. That was so good. And thank you, because really what we've created organically is an ecosystem. There's been a beautiful ecosystem that we've been able to create where no matter who you are, what age you are, your size, where you come from, there's a place for you, right?
Yes.
Whether
Yes.
you are a youth and you decide to be a part of the VMAX models, and then you go through that entire program, and now it's time for you to get some master training, right? Which means you could then transition over into Runway Ready or Own Your Runway, or for the models who come to us and then they're looking for platforms to be on, right? We're able to literally make sure that models get what they need, because it's not just about you being on the runway. It's about you being runway ready on and off the runway, right? So thank
Exactly.
you so much for what you guys do. And so what kind of advice would you give models that would help them be successful in the industry?
Know who you are. Know who you are.
Yes.
And be true to yourself. So those are two big statements to me. And so I'm going to just leave it there. I'm not going to elaborate on it. So anyone that's listening, know who you are and be true to yourself.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Know who you are and be true to yourself. You will never do you wrong if you honor who you are and you stay true to you. Please, Miss Vonda Parker, please let the people know how they can connect with you.
Yeah, I'm on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Bella Fair Event Productions, Fashion Runway Showcase, my personal page, Vonda Ridley Parker. You can connect with me through any of those channels or just call me, 352-254-0281. Just call me. I'm always available. If you leave a message, I would definitely call you back.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, thank you, Miss Vonda. Please tell Uncle Max we said thank him as well. We appreciate appreciate you guys. We love you guys so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, there is no model that go on their platform and don't want to go back. Like, a lot of models are mad if they're not available to be on that platform. I even saw, I think maybe it was like Tammy, I saw somebody in the chat say, I want to be on Miss Vonda's platform. Listen, you got to stay tuned. You got to stay tuned. They usually have a travel showcase that happens in the middle of the year, more like in June. And then there's like a winter showcase that happens in December. So y'all got to stay tuned. Got to stay tuned because they have amazing opportunities. So thank you once again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I want to say, I know this ain't on the agenda, and my friend may kill me for going outside the agenda. I see I got a couple of minutes, but I just want to speak about Zelda and my connection and the first time we connected. So like she said, we connected at a fashion show put on by Wendell Jean-Pierre. And I was a leader of that fashion show. And we probably had like connections, actually a part of the show, but we really got to connect when she came and sat in my chair because I'm a hairstylist as well. And it was incredible how much our lives mirrored each other. Two strangers, don't know each other from a hole in a wall, and our lives just mirrored one another. And that was like the beginning to something we didn't even know that was going to be possible. We didn't even know. We were both in life transitional places. And as we genuinely and organically was, building our friendship, I got a vision. I got a vision to do a training program. And I remember sharing it with some other people who didn't really make a move on it, right? And one thing that I love about Zelda is that there are so many things I know that I'm not good at where I know my sister has down pat. So I was like, "Ooh, Zelda, you think you can help me with this? Like, I need an accountability partner. Like, there are certain things that I know if you leave it up to me, I'm not doing it straight up." Right. But I know if I have you by my side, then it can be possible. And so she was like, absolutely. And she was helping me. And I was like, okay, this is cool. But like, I think I need you to be a partner. Like, I need us to be here. Like, yeah, you may see me. She saw me as a leader. She saw me as a coach. But I said, like, we the same. And I see all these different gifts in you. And so, yeah, it's time for you to walk in your purpose and walk in your gifts. And she was like, you think I can? Like, I've only been doing this. I said, I don't care how long you've been doing it, who gonna say what. I am advocating for you. Yeah, it's time. And like, that just opened up the floodgates. It just opened up all the doors, and it's so beautiful because of course we know that there's gonna be naysayers. Right. And I'm sharing this because a lot of you guys that are just coming into Zelda's life, who are just experiencing her, you're getting to see the glitz and the glam and all of those things. But a lot of y'all don't really understand the journey and what she had to go through. Right. And the people who had negative things to say and all that she had to overcome. And I know for me, because I am that friend that's like, I wish you would, because I'm coming and I'm protecting my sister. What's up? What's going on? And so it's been so beautiful to be a part of what we're creating. And there's just so much more in store. So sis, I know I say it all the time because we communicate, but I love you. And I am so grateful for you. And Own Your Runway wouldn't be Own Your Runway without you. And so it's just such an honor. It's such an honor. I love you. Love you. All right. So we are going to move on. Let's see what we have. I know we do have, if you are still on, y'all, it is almost time for you to purchase the book. If you have not purchased the book and you are ready to purchase the book, I need you to put it down in the chat. Say, I'm ready to purchase. I'm ready to purchase. And if you are connecting with us through Facebook, put in the comments, I'm ready to purchase. I am ready to purchase, right? So the link will be dropped in for you all.
There it is.
There we go. Perfect. allow her to drop that in. And if for any reason the link doesn't work or you can't get to it, it is on Amazon. So you can look up Runway Ready, the Runway Ready Freelance Model Guide by Zelda Polk. If you are not able to connect on the link for any reason, I know that she does have it in her bios as well on social media too. And if it's not on there, it will be on there because that is how Zelda do. She operates out of excellence. I really want to thank everybody for being on today. I want to thank all of the experts that joined us. If you got something out of this, like, yes, we're here to celebrate her book launch, but if you learned something today, I need you to put that in the comments. What did you learn? What did you get from this experience? Now, Miss Lynette,
Yes.
is there anything that you would like to share with your guests before we move forward?
Once again, I just want to thank everybody for joining tonight, whether you're here with us live on Zoom. I want to say hello to all the freelance models that are here. And this is living proof of the ecosystem that Adina talked about. Some of these ladies from the freelance model group, they're here. And I would love to hear from some of you ladies, if you don't mind, once we open up the floor. But yes, and everyone that's watching on Facebook, thank you so much for joining. And that's all I can say right now is thank you. And I do want to add, I know I just said that's all I can say, but I do want to add, since we are talking about platforms, Melissa also has an amazing platform that she shares with Yasnilko, and it's called Passion on the Runway. Melissa also has opportunities internationally. So if there's anybody watching and you are looking to model overseas, make sure you link up with Melissa, okay? And if you are looking to do New York Fashion Week, we are going to be returning this fall, September 2026, with Passion on the Runway, headed up by Melissa Yasnickel and myself, because I'm the model coordinator, okay? So if you're looking to do Fashion Week, definitely link up with us. And like we also said, if you want to do some shows locally, you want to get with Bella Fair. She gave her number, y'all. What producers give out their phone number?
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
So make sure you link up with these experts. I did this on purpose because that's just my heart. Like, whatever I can do to help empower people, to help plug in people, connect people, that's what I'm going to do. And that's why I had the panel of experts. So that's all I'm going to say, and we can open the floor.
Yes, 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 yes. So if you want to, anybody who wants to unmute themselves while you guys are doing that, I'm looking through the chat. I see that there were some questions there that people have answered as far as the link. Somebody was wanting Miss London's contact information. I saw that that was put in there as well. Let's see. Looks like all the questions, but I love all the feedback, some beautiful, inspiring feedback happening in the chat. So thank you guys so much for engaging and for being a part. Lots of I-readies. We got some orders in too. Come on, community. Love it, love it, love it. So is there anybody who is a part of the freelance model group who would like to unmute themselves and share anything they would like to share? Y'all know I'll call y'all out too, but I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna let y'all.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Hello,
Okay.
Tammy. Yes, darling. We hear you.
How are you?
Wow.
Okay. Oh my gosh, my head is like, oh my God, y'all about to have me crying over here. Okay. First, I did miss the Gina's part. I was completing something personal, but I just joined in on the tail end of Gina. I needed to know what was she discussing, and oh my God, Zelda! So I'm so happy for you and congratulations. The other question I have is Mrs. Parker. Oh my gosh, you said your phone number so quickly. I did not get the rest of it. But you're very inspiring as well. Oh my
Thank you.
gosh. And Adina, Oh my gosh, I just got a lot to say about all y'all.
Oh,
But thank you. It's an honor to be even in this chat, on this Zoom, and you guys are just so inspiring and supportive, and have so much information that we can learn from and continue to learn. But that's it. That's enough. I'm talking too much.
no,
Thank
it's okay. It's okay. Thank you so much, Tammy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Miss Vonda, can you drop your number in the chat? Or if somebody could drop Miss Vonda's number in the chat. And then Gina.
I dropped it.
Okay,
So,
awesome.
Gina, I'm gonna post my review in the freelance model group
Perfect.
with the book, with the link.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you,
So I'll
friend.
post. So I did the book review, Miss Tammy, and I'll be
Oh
posting
my
that
gosh,
in the
thank you.
freelance model group tonight.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I follow you on Facebook. What you do? Oh my gosh, you amazing. You are
Thank you.
so amazing. And I'm not even a plus size, but you make me wish I was sometimes.
I'm telling you, baby. Seriously.
You
Seriously.
kill it. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Oh my God. Y'all just oh
Thank
my
you
okay,
so
let
much.
me go. Let me get off of this. Let me let somebody else talk. But
No, we appreciate it. We appreciate you, Tammy, so much.
oh my gosh, to God be all the glory. Okay.
Gratitude, Queen. Gratitude. Anybody else would like to come off mute?
Yes. It's funny because my twin said the same thing that I was going to say. Oh my gosh. Congratulations, Zelda. I'm so very proud of you. This book is going to be so amazing. I'm already on Amazon about to place my order, okay?
Thank you.
Yes. And I've seen Miss Gina Lachey on, I believe it was on Instagram and also Facebook. I've seen your videos where you showing the ladies how to walk. That was beautiful. I just kept playing over and over again. I'm like, oh my God, I want to meet her. I gotta meet her. Yes. And Miss Vonda Parker, I've met you already in person. You are amazing. I can't wait to meet you again. And I would love to be in one of your shows too. So I think that's pretty much it. I'm also interested in Miss Melinda. I've seen the video.
Melissa. Melissa.
Yeah, Melissa. I'm sorry, Melissa and
Yeah.
yes, Nelko. Am I saying that
Yes.
right? Am I pronouncing it
Mhm.
right? Yeah. I've seen the videos on Facebook. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys also as well. So
Yes. Thank you so much, Fro. Welcome to the community. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the community. This is so great because for the new models that are just coming into our spaces, you guys get to like you're in now. You get to really experience the magic within our ecosystem here. So thank you guys so much. Thank you so much.
oh, thank you. I'm very much honored to be a part of the community. I love you guys so very much. You're a true inspiration. The woman empowerment, love and support. I love it. I love it.
Yes. Thank you, Queen. Appreciate you so much.
Thank you. They are the dynamic duo.
Gratitude. I saw that. I did see somebody put that in the chat. Listen, community is important. Partnership is important. Like Miss Vonda said, you got to know yourself. You got to know yourself. Because I know myself, I know where I need others. And through needing others and coming together and executing together, we can make bigger impacts, you know? So this is what this is all about. I wish is Jada still on? Jada, are you available to speak? If not, it's okay. But if Miss Jada is available, that would be really cool because you guys will get to see. Jada was a model who came to us. Jada and Zelda are family. And I'm sure Zelda was an inspiration to Jada, but Jada literally started not knowing how to do anything, not knowing how to do anything, and she put in the work and she overcame, and there was times that she was ready to quit and give up, and I just wouldn't let her. Zelda, we just would not let her. And it's so phenomenal because now she has her own program and she has her own book, and so it's beautiful because this is what we're about, right? It is about sharing, inspiring others so that they can blossom into their best selves. So Jada may not be available, and that is okay. So
Adina,
if you,
Adina, I'm here.
oh, there you go, sis. Oh, there we go. Yes.
In my spirit, like she gonna call on me. I already knew.
You know I am, baby. You know I am.
Girl, I was like, I can't be on mute for nothing.
We
I
got
knew you was
to.
gonna call on me.
We got to. Is there anything that you want to share? We'll wrap it up with Jada. I know we right at 8:00. My sister likes to be punctual and be on time, but I think that this is really important. So Miss Jada, what would you love to share, sis?
Yes. So like Adina was saying, when I first started, I'm trying to make this quick, but when I first started, I definitely did not like I had all of the qualities to be successful in the industry, but I didn't really have like the training and the knowledge and things like that to be able to be successful. And so I connected with Dina through Zelda, and it obviously, as you can see now, it has really allowed me to blossom, which allowed me to come up with my own brand called Embrace Your Bloom. And what that really is about is being able to help others through my creative work, to uplift others, to inspire confidence and growth. That's my mission, and I want to be able to help people to embrace themselves, all of themselves, through their journey without comparison. Because when I was going through my own journey, there were a lot of insecurities and low self-esteem and lack of confidence, and comparing myself to others and their level of knowledge and their level of expertise and where they're at, and thinking like, I can't do this because I'm not where they're at. And so that allowed me to be able to really take a look at self. And Adina really kind of unpeeled all of the layers of what I was really dealing with inside. And that's what showed up on the outside. And so as I began to put in the work, it allowed me to embrace my own journey, not other people's journey. And so the comparison and all of those other things have started to really get to me, and I really couldn't move forward. And so when I've learned to embrace my own journey without comparison, it allowed me to bloom. So that's where Embrace Your Bloom came from. And then it allowed me to be able to create an ebook and a guide of my own experiences and my own journey, my story. But what I realized is that the power of words is everything. And what I was saying to myself through the journey was really killing me. And Adina was like, you gotta stop saying these things. And so what I realized is that when I realized I had to stop saying these things, that I can't, I'm not worthy, I'm not enough, whatever it was, I realized that I had to combat those things. And so I came up with an empowering guide, also called Embrace Your Bloom, to be able to share with others my testimony, my story, and also just to be able to release those things that doesn't serve you, and be able to have affirmations and things that you can speak over yourself, to be able to overcome those negative thoughts and things like that, to make that quick. And then all of the process and the bloom and everything, and it wasn't pretty, it allowed me to become a confidence coach. So I am the confidence coach, and I am coming with the class that is about coming from low self-esteem into self-confidence. And that is my whole journey. I'm getting emotional. That is my whole journey. I came from low self-esteem into self-confidence. And so I want to be able to share with others the tools and the things that I've done to be able to build confidence, because it's very evident that I'm not the same person that I was before. And so if I can help others build confidence, not just even in the modeling industry, but just in your life in general. I want to be able to teach those things to those that need self-confidence and need to rise from low self-esteem to be able to walk confidently in every area of their lives. So that will be happening on April 25th at 11 a.m. Virtually on Zoom. And yeah, that's pretty much how all of that came about. So
thank you, Jada. Listen, I am tears has definitely been rolling down because wow to be a part of the journey. There was something that Zelda said earlier, and I feel like it's very similar for Jada. How fast they were able to move, and even though it didn't feel like that in the moment, they were both very open to whatever they needed to learn. They were both very committed, and it's like look at it, just look at it. So this is absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Jada, for sharing so much. Thank you for just saying yes to me, saying yes to Zelda, but even more importantly, saying yes to yourself. This is what it's all about. I am going to be a part of your class too, baby. It's time for sis to be the student. But so excited for you. You deserve it. Once again, we would like to thank everybody for being a part of Zelda's first book launch for her second book. So please, let's give it up for Zelda. And Zelda, if you want to close it out, the floor is yours, sister.
What more can I say? It's been an amazing night, and I thank everybody for all of your input, your comments, for interacting. Just thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't have anything else to say.
Awesome,
I'm grateful.
awesome. And we're so grateful for you, sis. We're so grateful for you. So I hope you all have a phenomenal evening. Thank you so much for being a part, and we can't wait to see you around. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Zelda. Thank you. Congrats. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.